Hi everyone, this is Carolyn Speaks, the State of the World, on Saturday, September 12, 2020. So what is it? Well, with respect to the coronavirus, it's still with us, and as of this evening, we had 6,507,154 confirmed cases in the United States, and 194,671 people have passed away from this virus, all due to total neglect and mismanagement and apathy from President Trump and his administration. But we can do better. It's up to everyone to do better by only going out when you need to, practice social distancing, and wear a mask always. Now, and make sure you get a test, and then if you test positive, trace your contacts, get care, get well. This should be done for everyone. No rallies, no trips to the beach or the amusement park, no dining in restaurants. We really have to cut back on all this stuff. We really have to conquer this virus because it isn't going anywhere. 6 million plus cases, 194,000 plus fatalities. That's not good. So we know a lot of governors have done a good job in trying to manage this, but we really need a national test plan to test everybody. Anyone tests positive, trace their contacts, isolate the positive results person, and get them well, and keep going in that vein, and keep a record of everything. And also, we need to have a national plan for getting personal protective equipment and ventilators and respirators for everyone, every health facility. These still personal protective equipment and ventilators are still in short supply. Now, we've been working on this for a few months now, and things don't seem to be getting any better. So it's up to all of us to make sure we do the right thing. Everybody does that, we can conquer this. The roadblock is Trump and his people, because he and his people refuse to wear a mask. He's back to holding large rallies with no social distancing and few masks. And I don't know why he's doing that, but he thinks he can do whatever he wants. Now, we also have to protect the vulnerable people among us, those who are homeless, living in shelters or on the street, those living in nursing homes, retirement homes, assisted living homes, and veterans homes, those who are farm workers, agricultural workers, those in jails, prisons, and detention centers, first responders, healthcare workers, essential workers. All these people are vulnerable because they are working in areas that is not safe for them, and in some cases they're being forced to work in these areas because they don't have any other source of income, like meatpacking industry. So the federal government needs to step up and provide a living wage for all people to provide, so they can provide for their housing and food and health care until we get back to normal, or some semblance of normal. No one should be forced to work in an unsafe condition, an unsafe job. And then if everybody can be stayed safe, then we'll be doing good. Then companies have to provide safe working conditions. Otherwise, no one will work for them. And if you're getting unemployment insurance, you should be able to continue that if your job does come back, but it's not a safe place to work. No one should be forced to work in a place that's going to make them sick or kill them. Schools should remain closed until it's safe to reopen them. Now, we talk a lot about different things, like all the protests over the murder of George Floyd at the hands of a white police officer in Minnesota. Protests are still going on. Minority men mainly are still being killed by the police for normal things like a traffic stop or something like that, or just being out and about. So that has to stop. So we need criminal justice reform, police reform. We need a national plan to conquer the virus, and we need to provide health care for everyone. And we need to, what else do we do? We need to protect the post office, which Trump and his people are trying to destroy. They're slowing down the mail. They're changing policies so that mail trucks are leaving postal facilities empty or partially full. He's spreading false information about the post office mail not being a safe way to mail. Mail ballots are not subject to fraud, that they're removing blue collection boxes from a typical location on a street corner. They're removing or destroying mail sorting machines. So a lot of things are going on, and we really have to stop that and get the post office back to normal and get rid of the people who are doing this to the post office, including Trump, because he's the one who's really trying to sabotage the post office. So we have the virus, we have the post office, we have police brutality, we have the need for national health plan for everybody, and we need to keep everybody safe. That's not so easy to do, because there are people who still think the virus is not real, that it's a hoax, then the fatalities report is not true, or it's overstated, inflated. So there's a senator from Iowa, Ernst, who doesn't believe in the figures. So we have big problems. We have legislators refusing to wear a mask and spreading the virus. So need to get in touch with our state, federal, local representatives, say that we really want a fair and safe election. Voting by mail is the safest way. We want our post office restored to what it was before Trump and his lackeys started trying to destroy it. And we want migrants to be treated fairly. Trump is still separating families and deporting people who come here to seek asylum, and they never get an asylum hearing. So there's a lot of stuff to be done, and we have to do that. Now, with respect, yesterday was September 11th, and we talked about that yesterday. And I also mentioned the fact that there was a New York Times article or opinion piece in the New York Times back in September 11th time frame, where it was about the fact that September 11th occurs someplace in the world every day. It's not just isolated to the United States. Like right now, there's a battle going on in Yemen, and the Saudi Arabian people are supporting one side, and they're bombing the people of Yemen, and our government is selling them the weapons, the planes and bombs, etc., to do this. So we definitely have blood on our hands with respect to the people of Yemen. They have to leave these peoples alone, and they're still trying to get rid of people they don't like in Latin America as leaders. As I mentioned the other day, there's a man in Chile who was elected a while ago, Lende, and the United States didn't like that, so they got him out somehow, and they put in this guy named Pinochet, who was a brutal person. And these people in Latin America they're graduates of the School of the Americas, or what some people refer to as the School of the Assassins. It's in Fort Benning, Georgia. They train the past, current, and future dictators of Latin America, dictators who will go along with siding with American policies. So that is a problem. That's something we have to deal with. I'm sure the people of Yemen don't want to have bombs dropped on them because someone doesn't like their leader. So we really have to do something about this. We need a real peaceful world. Don't need all this violence. I mean, you have to speak up, talk to people who are governing you or trying to govern you. Okay, well that's quite a bit for today. 6.5 million confirmed U.S. cases of the virus and 194,671 confirmed fatalities from the virus. Great news, huh? Yep. No. So, my message to you is be fair, treat others as you want them to be treated. It's the golden rule. And we have to protect the environment. We have all these wildfires on the West Coast, Washington State, Oregon, California. And because of all this fuel there and these dry conditions, and we're burning fossil fuels, we can very easily convert to clean energy, green energy, in order to power our homes and businesses. The tricky part is coming out with a fuel that's really clean and easy to use for cars, planes, boats, etc. So something still has to be worked on. Alright, now I propose we take a little break and have a song. The song I'd like to sing tonight is called Life. And so have a listen, see if you like it. Okay. Life is worth living if you give it a chance. So don't give up and don't give in to despair. There are so many creatures who God hath created who would love to have a chance at life. So that can be a purpose to help them to live a good life. Life is very precious, so don't trifle with it. For once it is gone, you cannot get it back. Perhaps you need a new outlook on life or new friends. Life is worth living if you give it a chance. So don't give up and don't give in to despair. Okay, that's a little song I wrote called Life. Hope you liked it. Thank you for tuning in this evening, Saturday, September 12, 2020, for a meeting with Carolyn Speaks, The State of Her World. Hope you'll be back again tomorrow evening. And stay safe, take care of yourself and others, and remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night.